Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen,
High school learning champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Granite City High School here in the town of course, Granite City. My name is Todd Duke, and we're here tonight because it's playoff time for your Kahok boys basketball team. Class 4A regional semifinal as the number 1 seed, Collinsville Kahawks, get ready to take on the number 8 seed, Granite City Warriors. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service is served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville is where they are located. You can call in for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. Well, Collinsville comes into this game 27-4 overall. 9-3 they finished in the Southwestern Conference, and that is good enough for the Southwestern Conference Championship. They are coached by Darren Lee in his 15th year with a record of 279 wins and 171 losses as a Kahawk, and is 35th overall in the state of Illinois, 744 wins and 314 losses. Granite City, they come into this contest at 15-14. They are an independent school nowadays, so no conference record to speak of. And Gerard Moore is their head coach into his 7th year, and he has a record of 91 wins and 104 losses. Collinsville's 27-4 regular season is the best regular season finish for the Kahawks since the 2019-2020 team went 28-3. Collinsville went 3-0 in the playoffs that year before the COVID-19 pandemic canceled the rest of the postseason. The Kahawks came out strong to start this season. Collinsville did not lose in the 2023 portion of this year's schedule by going 17-0. In the process, they won the season opening Thanksgiving tournament as well as winning the championship in the 39th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic with a 44-39 win over Quincy, which put a stop to the Blue Devils' 14-game win streak to start the year at that point. The 2024 portion of the Kahawk schedule proved to be a little bit more difficult. Collinsville lost their first game of the year in a 42-38 loss at Edwardsville on the 5th of January, beat Alton 4 days later before dropping their second loss at Belleville East on the 11th in a 48-45 overtime game. 3 wins in a row followed that before Collinsville lost their first home game of the year and only non-conference loss this season, also in overtime when Highland beat the Kahok 62-47. Another home Southwestern Conference loss to Edwardsville would stop a 5-game win streak by Collinsville, and then the Cahoks got out of Alton Friday night with a 1-point win over the Redbirds to capture the Southwestern Conference title for the year, the 47th Southwestern Conference championship in the program's history, to end the year at 27-4. The Warriors, they got off to a bit of a yo-yo start to the year as the schedule pushed towards the Prairie Farm Holiday Classic. Granite City went 2-3 to start the year before losing 3 straight games. They stopped that skid with a win at McClure High School in St. Louis before the home loss to Collinsville here on December 12th. After another win, Granite City found themselves sitting at 4-7 as they opened the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic with the first game of the morning on the 27th of December, faced with a challenge against the defending tournament champion Generals of Decatur MacArthur. The Warriors held their own in a 58-51 loss from there, and then after that, Granite City took off. They battled back and won the consolation championship with a 63-59 win over Carbondale and won a season-high 9 straight games following the loss to Decatur MacArthur. The last of those 9 straight wins included a 47-43 win over Edwardsville. From there, though, Granite City then lost 5 straight, and the Warriors come into tonight's game having won just 2 of their last 8 games. Had a chance to catch up with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee just a little while ago, and we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the LC's Pub pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Cahoks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855. CUSD 10 residents have an opportunity to improve our schools without increasing the property tax rate by voting yes on March 19th. The Zero Rate Change Ballot Initiative will provide funds to improve school safety and security, upgrade heating and cooling equipment, and make facilities more accessible to disabled students, staff, and visitors. For more information, visit yesforsaferschools.org. This message was brought to you by the Citizens for Safer Schools. Vote yes for the Unit 10 Ballot Initiative. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. It's playoff time for your boys basketball team, and your Collinsville Kahawks are at Granite City getting ready to take on the host Warriors in the first regional semifinal of the night. Joining us now is Collinsville's 15th year head coach, Darren Lee. Coach, let's talk about some fun stuff before we get into tonight's festivities. 4 years ago tonight, Rayshawn Taylor broke the record for the most points scored in a career as a Kahawk. So reflect for me, if you will, on Taylor's career at Collinsville, what it meant to the school and the community as he gets ready to finish up his 4 years at SIUE.
Well, he's just an incredible kid and competitor, and obviously he could score the basketball. And and he got that start when he was a freshman and came in. Actually, it was the second half of the season. His freshman year was our best scorer, and then just carried it on. Sophomore leading scorer every year, and then just led us to an incredible season. We didn't get to finish that senior year, but great kid, great competitor, and also a very good student. And good person to have as your all-time leading scorer. And he understands. He passed some great players. And when we start talking about Tom Parker and Richard Keene and Bogey Redmond and guys that played All-Americans like that, so he understood that. But certainly a tremendous kid to have as on your team.
All right, congratulations on the Southwestern Conference Championship that you guys ended up clinching Friday night against Alton. Was not an easy task, was it?
No, and we knew that. None of our road games in the conference have been an easy task, and it's just the way it is. It's like tonight's not going to be an easy task. But we found a way to win, and, we got a big steal late, and Jamori hit 2 big free throws, and we got a couple stops. We really got 3 stops late. We didn't get an offensive rebound. We got a block, and we got the last stop. So, the kids battled, and we just didn't shoot it very well, and that happens sometimes. Hopefully we can start shooting a little better here.
All right, reflect for me, if you will, on the regular season as a whole. 2023 was a good half of the season. 2024, you guys had your struggles.
Well, yes and no. I mean, we're still pretty good. I mean, playing the teams that we were playing. We're playing awful good teams with awfully good players. And so, we got fast start. We were shooting it well early. We didn't shoot it as well as late, but we still competed at the same level. And but like I said, some of the other teams we were so good early. Some of the other teams got better. There's no question. I mean, those teams had some good players that we were going up against.
All right, talk to me about coming into tonight's game. You guys have you had that close loss against Edwardsville, the 1-point win against Alton, and you guys you mentioned it earlier. You're struggling shooting the ball a little bit. 2 for your last 25 from beyond the 3-point stripe. It's very unlike you guys.
It is, and it's hard to explain, but it happens. And hopefully we can start knocking some down. I mean, a little bit of it, they're really paying attention to obviously Nick and Jamori. We knew that. We could use somebody else. The other guys are open. Hopefully they can make 1 or 2. But we've been having a little trouble freeing up, Jamori. He has got some good looks, just hadn't made them. But yeah, that's something we're going to get to see more of the same tonight. Those guys are going to get covered. The other guys are going to be open. Hopefully we can find make a few shots and knock that lid off the rim early. But yeah, it's just kind of wasn't a very good week shooting the basketball.
How do you temper the frustration level of your players when they're struggling that much shooting the ball? How do you ground them and get them back?
We don't talk about it much. We just look at the next game and just go on and prepare for the next game. Shoot in practice, make them in practice, and go on. It's not something that we really reflect on much. I just tell them we're going to make them tonight, and that's the only way you can do it. And then prepare defensively and just make sure you get quality. I think the one thing we did talk about, we got to get quality shots. Basically a quality shot is you're open, non-quality is you're not. So, we do have to take quality shots, but if we get one, we need to knock it down.
All right, you got Granite City here tonight. You played them here earlier this year, and you ended up winning that game. But again, it wasn't easy. You guys had a 16-point lead at one time, and then they came out and just shot gangbusters from beyond the three-point stripe.
Yeah, they hit 7 or 8 in a row in the fourth quarter. They're capable. They hit 12 threes in that game. Now, a little bit of that was our turnovers. We threw them the ball a few times, and they got some open looks. But we scored pretty well in that game. So, we shot it well. And I think we went 10 for 10 in the fourth quarter. So we shot it well. And I don't know, if we'll shoot it that well again. But they were really good. I think we'll handle peck on wood. There's no wood around here. But I think we'll handle their pressure better. But I don't know. Hopefully we can shoot it as well as we did in that game. And then we got to guard them. Certainly 1, 5, and 14 are good players and good shooters. And we got to cover those guys. And they shoot them from deep, and then they get on a roll. They're tough, and they're going to be tough here on their home floor.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Okay, thanks, Todd.
That is Darren Lee, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting five for each side and more. All that coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Looking for a more upscale place to have a few drinks and some great food? Look no further than the Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville. Come inside for some one-of-a-kind crafted cocktails and some elevated bar food that highlights fresh ingredients. Then, try your luck in the private slot machine room. And don't forget to check out the Speakeasy sister company, Plan Shop Live, just 3 doors down. Plan Shop Live is a health-focused lunch cafe open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 3. Speakeasy Parlor, 2713 North Center Street in Maryville. Open 7 days a week with happy hour specials during the week from 5 to 7 p.m. Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville, 618-205-3540. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook.
And once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School, getting ready for this Class 4A regional semifinal between Collinsville and Granite City. And here are your starters. We'll begin with the Granite City Warriors. They will trot out onto the floor. Milton Dowell, a 6-foot senior. Alvin Valentine, a 6'2 junior. Trayvon Bond, a 5'10 senior. Mario Brown, the 6'3 senior. And Evan Brewer, a 6'5 sophomore. The same starting five for Collinsville as have been all year long. Nick Horace, a 6'3 senior. Chase Reynolds, the 5'11 junior. Jamari Weisinger, the 6-foot senior. Stanley Carnahan, the 6'6 junior. And Zach Chambers, the 6'9 senior. And we say a very good evening to Chris Kettler on the other microphone. How are you, sir?
Hi, Todd. I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me with you here for tonight's game.
All right, so you heard the coach's comments. Your thoughts?
Yeah, good summary there of the season there. Capturing the conference title here, and then looking out at this game, knowing that Granite City was able to knock down those threes throughout that last matchup, but we shot the ball well. Cahoks are going to look to improve their shooting here from the last couple games, especially from the threes. Coach has been talking about it. 2-25 on the threes. It will be nice to get a hot start here tonight and knock down some shots early.
Collinsville wins the opening tip-off. Into the backcourt it goes to Chase Reynolds. We are underway. Reynolds brings it up over onto the far sideline, and Horace up to Chambers. Chambers getting around Brewer, and that's how this game gets started. Over the top of Brewer, and Collinsville quickly out on top 2-0.
Yeah, Zach did a real good job getting around Brewer. It was kind of a step too much under the basket, had to come back to it and wrapped himself around there and laid it in.
Bond gets the ball over to Brown. Granite City's out there in the black uniforms, trimmed in white. Got a little gray in there as well. Numbers on the fronts and the backs in red. And they have the words Granite City across the tops of those numbers on those jerseys. Collinsville, they're the home team here tonight on Granite City's floor. They're wearing the home whites, trimmed in purple. Numbers in purples on the front and the back. And the word Kahawks written across the tops of those numbers. So Granite City goes to work. Over to Brewer in front of the Collinsville bench. Out front now to Valentine inside the perimeter. He'll take a shot from there. That one's no good, and the rebound belongs to Nick Horace. Collinsville brings it back up. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds comes across the tip of that arrowhead, the logo here at Granite City on their brand new floor. Here is Weisinger. He drives, he shoots, and he scores.
Good job there. Brown was a bit out of position for his defense. Jamori was able to drive in and got that.
There was a three-point shot by Brown. Those will be coming hard and heavy tonight, I'm sure. And just like that, it's a one-point game.
Brown let Jamori get around him there on defense, but he answers right back. Granite City took the quick shot.
Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds heads over toward that right side. Make that the left side. Got to do this backwards up here on this. In the luxury suites is where we are. Here is Reynolds over here on the near side. That would be the right wing. Goes it into the corner to Weisinger. Back out for underneath, and Carnahan, one-hand grab, waits it out, off the glass, no good, but he's going to go to the line for two, and I believe that one's going to go against Evan Brewer.
Brewer had to be the second man in there as Stanley shook Brown off there. Gets the foul, so got knocked down the free throw. Stanley hasn't gone to the line much throughout this season.
8 for 10 coming into this game after.
That's what Coach said, 8 for 10.
Yeah, 31 games on the year and only went to the free throw line 10 times. So that's easy math. That's 80%. Carnahan will hit the first one.
I remember back in that Alton game, the winning free throws were by Jamori, but he kind of hit the deck a bit and was laying down there on the ground there, and Stanley was the only guy on the bench who had been in the game, so it was about decision time there, and Stanley might have had to knock down those free throws.
Yeah, he got poked in the eye, I believe, after that play, and Carnahan will hit both. That's what you got to do, man. You've got to hit free throws here in the playoffs if you want to hold on and win. Here comes Trayvon Bond. Bond at the midcourt logo. We'll take it over to the right side, bounce it out to the top of the key now for Dowell. Dowell back out to Bond, and Bond uses a little bit of a screen there by Valentine, gives the ball to Valentine, and then Valentine will hand the ball right back off to Bond. Bond kicks it up outside as Alex Boyer has entered the game for Granite City. They took Eric Brewer out after just one foul underneath to Boyer. He had to kick it back outside. Three-point shot, Valentine. No, he had to pull in. Shoots it a little short, and the rebound belongs to Chambers. Collinsville brings it back up. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds is way over toward the left wing in front of the Granite City bench. Top of the key now for Weisinger. Weisinger thought about the three, but he was covered closely by Bond. Now a bounce pass outside to Carnahan. Carnahan trying to throw it up underneath for Chambers. And another foul is going to be handed out. This one might go against Boyer, and it will. So they bring in Boyer to take place of Eric Brewer after he picked up a foul, and Boyer comes in and does the same thing.
Yeah, you got to think Collinsville's not going to want to sub Chambers out. I think Granite City thinks Brewer and Boyer are kind of interchangeable, so they're going to go back and forth with those two as Zach gets that shot.
Jumper from in front of the free throw line for Chambers, and he now is the first one up to 4 points, and Collinsville stretched that lead back out to 5. It's 8-3, and here is Boyer, and a way long three-point shot. That one rattles and then eventually falls in for Milton Dowell. So far, Granite City, the only points they can muster is off of 2 3-point shots.
Yeah, and quick three-point shots. They got down and got those shots quickly, and that was from way downtown.
Here is Carnahan in front of the free throw line himself. Off the fat part of the iron, comes down, and Boyer with the rebound. Granite City heads back the other way. Here is Bond. He'll give the ball up to Brown. Brown, underhand pass now to Dowell. Dowell back out front now for Brewer, and then back to Dowell. He'll launch another long-distance three-point shot, and that one goes home.
3 for 3 on threes for Granite. Dowell takes 2 long-distance looks, and they fall in.
9-8 now in favor of Granite City. Here's Weisinger, gets the ball to Carnahan. Carnahan offset free throw line. Back out front will go to Weisinger. Weisinger gives it over to Horace. Horace on the right wing, top of the key now for Reynolds. Chase Reynolds thought about handing that ball off. Instead, he throws it up inside to Carnahan. Carnahan trying to get in the paint, loses the ball. There's a struggle for it. Now we're going to have a jump ball called, and the possession arrow in favor of Granite City, and that's the game's first turnover. .402 left to play here in quarter number 1. 9-8 in favor of Granite City. Warriors come up looking to extend that lead. Here is Bond. Bond across the midcourt logo, has Chase Reynolds watching him like a hawk. Bounces it on the wing now for Brown. Brown back out to Bond. Bond travels over to the left wing. Into the corner it goes for Dowell. Dowell pulls up in the perimeter, takes the shot, didn't even hit anything. So that's Granite City's first turnover. And here comes Nick Horace. Horace gets it up to Reynolds. Weisinger drives, baseline, shot, good.
Good job switching hands there. Drove in with the left, switched to the right, laid it in.
Need more of that from Weisinger. I know he's a three-point specialist, but he's really good when he gets in close. There's a shot, no good, and we're going to have our first foul handed out to Collinsville, and Evan Wilkinson, who just got into the game, will be the recipient of that foul.
First time Granite City really tries to bring the ball inside. They settled for 2 shots that were just about a step inside the three-point line, needed those foul, and they had 3 long threes that have gone in.
Alvin Valentine, 51.8% from the free throw line. He was standing there for a minute, but they said no shot on that foul, so they'll inbound instead, and it'll be Bond to trigger. He does so to Valentine. Now Valentine's going to go to the free throw line as Collinsville's going to get their second foul in a row. That one's going to go against Zach Chambers. That'll be his first, team second, each team now with 2 fouls. And I just told you, 51.8% at the free throw line for Valentine. First shot on the way, and good. We're tied at 10. Valentine, one more shot coming his way. And that one's good as well. Back to a 1-point lead now for Granite City. Collinsville bringing the ball up. Here is Weisinger in the backcourt, being watched by Bond. Weisinger bounces the pass on to the right wing, into the corner for Wilkinson, back out front, and now just outside the lane. Chambers got a little separation, got the ball knocked out of his hand, but he stays with it and rolls one in off the glass and the rim, and Collinsville will go back out front by 1. Collinsville will get a loose ball once again. Second turnover for Granite City. Here comes Weisinger. Weisinger across the logo, gives it up to Wilkinson. Back out front to Jamori. Jamori gets fouled, and that's going to be a Bond foul there.
Jamori pump fake there from distance. Didn't want to take that shot, but then he got 2-hand grabbed here, and Granite City will make a couple subs.
2:48 left to play here in this opening quarter. Octavio Herta comes in, the 6'2 senior. And the inbound pass comes in to Chambers. Chambers again, just outside the lane. Tries to turn around, take a little jump shot, and it's good. A little baby hook, and Chambers is now up to 8 points.
He's pretty accurate with those shots. Knocked down right up over Moore, who just came in.
Dowell gives the ball up now for Jaden Moore, and another 3-point try. That one's no good. This time the rebound belongs to Collinsville. K-Hawks bring it back up. Over onto the far sideline. Horace, no-look pass, and a off-balance shot. Give it up to Chambers from Wilkinson. Off the glass, good for 2 more.
Good job by Wilkinson to see Chambers from behind there after the ball was swatted away from him, and Zach lays it in, and Granite City calls timeout.
Granite City wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we're back in just 30 seconds here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Once again, we welcome you back to Granite City. Todd Duke on this microphone, Chris Kettler on the other one, and we have Josh Roseman. Both the Rosemans are here, so I got to get my Roseman straight. Josh Roseman is on the camera for us tonight, and we appreciate all the help that we can get from the Rosemans all year long. 16-11 in favor of Collinsville. Granite City inbounds the ball, and Dowell gets the ball in, but a almost turnover, but Mario Brown corralled that ball, and Collinsville.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Jamori nearly had the steal on the inbound.
And Granite City helps out by not containing the ball and letting it go out of bounds. So Collinsville will try to take advantage of the third Granite City turnover. Wilkinson inbounds, does so to Horace. Horace right in front of the scorer's table. Brings it up over onto the left wing. Gets it just outside for Chambers. He'll pop another one, but this one won't fall. That's the first one that he's missed. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it up. Here is Bond. He'll hand the ball off to Herta. Herta, underhand pass now for Brown. Brown kicks it back outside to Octavio. And then it ends up in the hands of Valentine. Valentine backs the ball up to Brown. Brown standing on the volleyball line. 1:40 left to play here in this opening quarter. Outside it goes, and top of the key now for Bond. Bond over to Herta. Herta back to Bond. Bond trying to get around Reynolds. Hop, skip, and a jump. Dumps it off, but he turns it over. Collinsville brings it back up. And there's a Weisinger shot that's good off the glass with the left hand. And Collinsville extends that lead to 18-11.
Good job getting up the court there. Had a little 2-on-1, lays it in.
There's a shot by Granite City, no good. Collinsville, they'll handle the rebound. Chambers did that, gives it up now for Reynolds. Reynolds will cut across the free throw line as we have a three-point shot from Weisinger. That one's a little too strong. First three-point shot misses, and the rebound belongs to Granite City afterwards. Here is Bond, down to 55 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. Gives the ball up to Herta. Herta with his feet at the bottom of the logo in the arrowhead. Passes the ball over to Brown on the right wing, gives it back to Herta. He's getting bothered there by Weisinger, and then back over to Brown. Brown stands in front of the coaching staff on the Collinsville bench. 35 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Collinsville leads by 7. 18-11 is our score, and here is Brown. He'll bounce the ball up to the top of the key for Valentine. Over onto the left side now for Herta, and they work it all inside now for Brewer. Brewer, get that out of here, says Chambers. Falls right down into Wilkinson's hands, but he was already standing out of bounds when the ball found him. Now Solomon Talbot's going to come into the game.
Yeah, for the first time Granite City's gone inside to the post there. Zach has the one foul here. No point in risking him getting another foul. And
a little bit of a breather before we head to the second.
Before the quarter, just get him some extra seconds here. And they go tall, and as Stanley also gets in.
Yep, Carnahan comes in for Wilkinson, and here is Brewer. Brewer bounces the ball in front of Coach Lee, and a dribble drive, but unable to hold on to the ball. Then a shot, and it'll eventually fall. And we'll have a old-fashioned three-point try coming up here for Alvin Valentine. He just went 2 for 2 from the free throw line earlier.
That was ugly. He was losing the ball from the three-point line in the corner all the way down the whole time. Just happened to throw it up last second, and he's going to get a three-point play here. Well, he missed the free throw.
Missed it, and Collinsville will handle the rebound. 12 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Here is Horace. Horace dumps it off now to Carnahan. Carnahan all the way out to the midcourt stripe. Weisinger, he'll shoot a three, and that one's just a little too strong as well. And that is the way that quarter number 1 comes to an end. 18-13 in favor of Collinsville. 1 quarter in the books, and we're back with quarter number 2 after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
Back here at Granite City, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Josh Roseman all with you. The other regional going on at Edwardsville between Alton and Quincy after 1 quarter of play. Alton's up 13-11. Surprise, surprise. I'm sure that won't last.
Oh, we'll see. Alton, we saw them Friday. They're tough.
Yeah.
They got away from me.
So Collinsville up 18-13 after 1 quarter of play. Quarter number 2 underway. Carnahan over on the left wing. Gives it up now for Horace. And Horace looking for a little bit of help, and he'll dribble and drive over into the corner, spins out of the corner, comes out to the wing, pulls one up just inside, no good. Rebound belongs to Carnahan. Collinsville goes back to work. All the way out front now for Weisinger. Weisinger gives the ball up to Horace. Weisinger gets the ball back, deep out on that left wing. And out to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds gets it over to Horace. Horace deep out on the right side. Top of the key once again for Jamori. Jamori thought about that 3 over Bond and then used a little bit of a pick there, and he drives and can't score, but Carnahan with another rebound, can't get out of a double team, and then Weisinger
nice
does,
fake.
and oh, baby, Weisinger now with 8 points, and none of them has come from three-point range. Into the corner, speaking of three-pointers, Valentine in the corner, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Brewer. Brewer kicks it back outside, up front for Bond, over onto the wing now for Brown. Brown back to Bond. He's at the bottom of the arrowhead. 6:45 to play here in this first half. 20-13 in favor of Collinsville.
Granite City just going backwards here.
Yep.
Not looking inside just yet.
Out front it goes once again for Brown. Brown gives it up for Valentine. Valentine trying to work around Carnahan. Can't do so. Puts up a
Circus
shot and a prayer. Yeah. Rebound belongs to Zach Chambers. Collinsville brings it back up. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds immediately takes it over to the left wing, gives it up to Carnahan. Out front for Weisinger, who gives it up to Horace. Weisinger gets it back, and he is going to be fouled by Valentine.
Jamori's just driving around these guys. Getting around Valentine. He's gotten around Brown, but gotten around both of them here, and that time they're just going to grab him and not let him get through here.
Jaden Moore comes back into the game. Andrew Walker, the 6-foot freshman, checks into the game for the first time for Granite City. Yeah, I like it when Jamori can drive the basket, use that baseline, and get some points. He's much better than just a three-point shooter. They dump it off to tried to Chambers, and Chambers ran right into the back of Herta. And Collinsville commits their second turnover, and Chambers commits his second foul.
I don't know why, if you're Nick, why you're dishing that off to Zach, who's behind you. Looks like he had a good little angle to get to the basket and lay that up.
Chambers is going to come out of the game. Talbot's going to come in to take his place.
Yeah, it's a long way to go here in the second quarter. Usually try to get Solomon in here in the second, get Zach some rest. Fortunately, it comes with him being in a little bit of foul trouble.
Huerta goes out, and Milton Dowell comes back in. Looks like they want to bring Brown back in, and they finally allow him to do so. Coach Lee, I don't think he's very happy about that late substitution.
Granite City is just always substituting. You can't blame a coach for, not being afraid to go to his bench, but it's just a constant flow of who's going in, who's going out, and sometimes they don't even know.
Bond gets it over to Dowell. Dowell gets it all the way outside now for Walker. Walker from the baseline. Shot good.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, it is.
Walker comes in off the bench. His first shot looks real pretty coming out of the hands there, and he sinks it.
20-15. Collinsville back up by 5. That's what they led by at the end of 1 quarter of play. Here's Carnahan. Free throw line for Wilkinson. Outside, Jamori. Long distance. Good.
There you go. Right from that volleyball line. A couple shots hadn't gone in yet, but third one goes down.
First three-point shot made by Collinsville, and underneath the basket, they left Brewer wide open, and Brewer's not going to make that mistake that close.
Yeah, Solomon just shouldn't have sunk in there on Walker, left Brewer wide open on the other side.
Here is Wilkinson, deep outside the wing, gives it up to Weisinger at the half-court line. Now Wilkinson for three. That one's a little strong, and the rebound belongs to Carnahan. As he hits the floor, he gets the ball into Horace. Horace hits the floor, gets it into Wilkinson. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger off the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to go, and the next rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it back up. Here is Walker, and that was almost picked off by Nick Horace, but Horace knocks it out of bounds instead.
Just got a hand on it down there. In the Kahok's offensive zone, Carnahan got that first offensive rebound, nearly got another one. Lots of bodies are bumping into each other down there.
Rayshawn Taylor chimes in on the old chat line, says, let's go.
Yeah,
Congratulations to a good season there by Rayshawn, and happy 4-year anniversary of breaking the all-time Kahawks leading scoring record.
Yeah, good to hear from him.
Yeah. Here is Brewer. Brewer underneath, takes a shot, no good, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks out rebounding Granite City right now 10-5. Here is, a little poke from behind on Reynolds. They get the ball up quickly to Dowell, and Dowell will get fouled. The shot won't count.
Well, that was just Chase looking up the court there, hoping for some kind of run out or something. Didn't bother to see Dowell right on top of him.
Yep, got his pocket pick, that's for sure. To the free throw line is going to be Milton Dowell. Dowell on the year, 73.9% from the free throw line. Dowell. Shot, no good.
Talk about how important free throws will be. Zach will get back in here, 4:38 to go in the second.
I wished Rayshawn Taylor a happy 4th-year anniversary, and he chimes back with appreciate it. Nice to have you tuning in there, Rayshawn. Here's Milton Dowell making one, so Granite City gets one of those back. Collinsville still leads by 5. 4:38 left to play here in this first half. Wilkinson inbounds the ball to Horace, who gets it right back from Reynolds. Now back over to Reynolds on the near side. Granite City, be careful. All the way over to Weisinger. Weisinger dribbles, drives, shoots, scores, +1.
A little bit of a press from Granite City. The Kahawks hadn't seen that yet. Do get through it there, and that allows Jamori to drive in and draw the foul.
Mario Brown picks up his first foul. Fouls are spread out for Granite City. They have 5 in the game. 4 of the starters. The only one that doesn't have one that started was Milton Dowell. Valentine, Bond, Brown, and Brewer all have one. Jamori from the free throw line, 77.6%. He makes good on that one. And Collinsville gets one more much-needed point. There's a drive by Walker. Walker tries to throw it over the head of Chambers. We're going to have another foul coming up. It's going to be a shooting foul. This one's going to go against Weisinger, and he'll pick up his second.
I don't know what more Chase can do there. Walker's going wildly out of control, throws up a bad shot, and maybe there's some hands on him there, but
they didn't give that one to Weisinger, did they?
No, they gave it to Chase, because
Okay.
Chase was on Walker there, and like I said, Walker's just going wildly out of control, and because he falls down after his shot, they're going to give him a foul. But Walker misses the free throw.
Yep. One more coming his way. And that one's no good as well. Chambers there with the rebound. Collinsville trying to work it back up court. We're almost halfway through quarter number 2. Kahawks up 26-18. And here is Nick Horace. Horace takes it around to the top of the key. And no look. Well, he looked, but Chambers was a lot taller than the guy who got the ball. But anyway, Brown makes good with the steal. Turns that third Collinsville turnover into 2 points.
Zach was just fading too far away from the basket.
Yeah.
From the ball, heading more towards the basket. Wasn't in a good position to get that, and that leads to the run out by Granite City.
Here is Weisinger. Throws it just outside the lane to Chambers. Over into the corner now goes for Reynolds. Reynolds at the free throw line. Wilkinson, good for 2.
Evan came to play back on Friday.
Yeah, he
knocked
did.
down some shots and knocks that one down from the free throw line.
He was the leading scorer for a while in that Alton game. Collinsville will pick up yet another rebound. Get it to Jamori. Jamori almost lost the ball, and now he's trying to get out of some trouble. He does so. Here is Wilkinson for three, and that one rolls across the rim. And Collinsville can't handle the rebound. Granite City picks up rebound number 6, and they'll bring it up the floor as we approach 3 minutes left to play here in this first half. Here is Andrew Walker. Walker skirts from the far sideline over to toward the near sideline. Now underneath the logo, into the perimeter. Pass back out to the top of the key for Brown. Brown gives it up to Dowell, long distance three. That one hits the rim. Falls right down into the hands of Brewer. Brewer puts up a shot. Still no good. Another rebound. And another shot that's no good. And now a ball that's going to be all the way back out to the midcourt stripe. Yeah.
Kahok just can't grab that ball. So close to getting the rebound.
2:30 left to play here in this first half. 28-20 in favor of Collinsville. Don't forget we have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up. Lots of action around the area. Regional semifinals going on all over the place. Yeah, around the state. And a backboard off the glass shot there by Dowell will give Granite City a couple of more points. 28-22. Collinsville leads by 6. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger bounces the ball onto the wing now for Reynolds. Reynolds just outside the lane for Chambers and almost got the ball taken out of his hands, but now we're going to have a foul called against Walker. Carnahan will check back in. He'll take the place of Wilkinson.
26-22 Quincy at the half over in Edwardsville.
Wow. Alton's giving them a run for their money. We know all about that after that 1-point victory Friday night at Alton to clinch the Southwestern Conference Championship, and there was a number of moments where Collinsville was down by 6.
Yeah, it seemed like every time Collinsville got the lead or tied it, Alton would knock down a big shot.
Weisinger wide open for three, and it swoops out, and Carnahan pokes it out like a volleyball player, but a little bit too hard for Nick Horace to handle. And the Kahawks will give up the ball on their 4th turnover, each team with 4.
It seemed like Stanley was going to get it, and then Granite City player was right on top of him, so he decided to swat it away like volleyball. Tell him volleyball season's next month.
Yeah. Inbound pass coming at the scorer's table, and they find Bond with it. Bond skirts across the top of the logo at midcourt. Heads back in the other direction. Has a little bit of room to work. Throws the ball up. No good. Solomon there with the rebound for Collinsville. Here is Nick Horace. Off the glass. Good for 2. Nick Horace finally on the board.
Good job, Solomon, cleaning that up and getting it out to their guys.
Oh, well, there's a nice shot there by Jaden Moore in the paint with a bunch of Kahawks around him.
Yeah, he just happened to find himself in the right place at the right time.
120 to play here in quarter number 2. Here is Weisinger. Gets the ball over to Carnahan. Carnahan, can you hold on to that paper or what?
No.
Horace. Reynolds, free throw line. And rattles and won't fall. And the rebound being volleyed for ends up into the hands of Granite City. They get it across to Dowell. Dowell on the wing. Top of the key now for Brown. He'll launch a 3-point shot. That one's no good. Carnahan, he'll pull down the rebound.
He's a rebounding machine, Stanley.
He is.
If he's not getting it, he's coming darn close.
Under a minute to go here in this first half. Weisinger will hand the ball off to Horace. Horace with his feet at the Granite City logo at midcourt. Down to 40 seconds to play here in this second quarter.
Kahok spread it out 4 here, so his coaches
little clock management.
Yeah, to get this last shot, or at least try to find some kind of offense out of it.
They pressed the issue, did Granite City. Made Collinsville move the ball around. Offset free throw line. Shot. Horace can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Waits it out. Off the glass. Can't get it to go again. Solomon gets 2 rebounds, and now he's fouled. And Solomon will head to the free throw line.
Good job getting the rebound, Solomon. Don't put it up. Don't be so tentative. You know you're right in front of the basket. You like to use backboard, but sometimes it's just not an option.
4th foul of the quarter for Granite City. Trying to figure out who they gave it to. I don't think they ever put it up on the board. Solomon at the free throw line. Mr. Talbot, good on the first try.
There you go. Gets a smile from Solomon.
Solomon Talbot from the free throw line this year, 10 of 20. That would be 50%. They still don't have the foul up there. I've got everybody with 1, number 4. 14, 33. No good on the second try. 1 doesn't have one. 5 does. Yeah, I have no idea who committed that foul.
They got 24 in the bottom there. Is that you one 24?
Yeah, I guess so. A dribble drive and a putback by Brewer. And that is how the first half, will come to a close. Collinsville up 31-26. So again, they had a 5-point lead at the end of one quarter. They have a 5-point lead at the end of 2 quarters. We have a halftime show coming your way, and it's brought to you by my friends at Woods Basement Systems. All things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Give Woods Basement Systems a call at their Collinsville location, 618-708-4055. 31-26, Collinsville with the lead. Woods Basement System halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here at Granite City. Collinsville up 31-26 at the 1-half mark. And some other area scores that we have for you at the Edwardsville Regional. Quincy over Alton right now 26-22 at halftime. In 3A Regional semifinal action at Freeburg, it is Muscuda, the 2 seed, over the 6 seed Freeburg Midgets 37-24. Nashville has a 20-13 lead over Bree Central, and Westland over Redbud right now at halftime at 38-19. Here in this one, it is 31-26. It was 18-13. Collinsville led by 5 after 1 quarter of play. Each team scored 13 points in that second quarter, and that's why Collinsville still has a 5-point lead at 31-26. Jamori Weisinger, the leading scorer in this one with 14 points. 10 points belongs to Zach Chambers. 2 points apiece for each Evan Wilkinson, Nick Horace, and Stanley Carnahan, and 1 point for Solomon Talbot. Leading scorer for Granite City is Milton Dowell with 9. Mario Brown has 5. 4 each for Evan Brewer and Alvin Valentine, and then 2 apiece for Jaden Moore and Andrew Walker. Collinsville is winning the battle of the boards, out-rebounding Granite City 17-11. Each team has committed 4 turnovers, and from the lines, Collinsville 1 of 5 from the three-point stripe, while Granite City has hit 3 of 7. And from the free throw lines, Collinsville has hit 4 of 5, while Granite City has hit 3 of 4. That's going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Again, if you have water in your house that you don't need in your house and it's not coming out of your faucet, well, you've got some problems. Give my friends at Woods Basement Systems a call in Collinsville at 618-708-4055. Second half action is what we have coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
CUSD 10 residents have an opportunity to improve our schools without increasing the property tax rate by voting yes on March 19th. The Zero Rate Change Ballot Initiative will provide funds to improve school safety and security, upgrade heating and cooling equipment, and make facilities more accessible to disabled students, staff, and visitors. For more information, visit yesforsaferschools.org. This message was brought to you by the Citizens for Safer Schools. Vote yes for the Unit 10 Ballot Initiative. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Josh Roseman on the camera for us. Welcome back. Halftime is over, 31-26 in favor of Collinsville. And we get underway and we switch into the floor. So Collinsville will be shooting at the basket farthest away from our location. And Granite City will now be closest to us.
Well, see what kind of adjustments each team made in the halftime locker room as we begin the third quarter here.
We are underway. Granite City with the ball first. Over to Dow, just outside the lane now to Brown. Brown cuts all the way around the baseline. Gives it up now for Bond. Bond to Brewer. Brewer, he has got the ball stolen out of his hands by Chase Reynolds. Nice steal there. He runs into Chambers, and then Reynolds comes down and will score his first points of this game.
Yeah, plenty of space once he hit the free throw line. Just fire up a shot.
Yeah. So Collinsville extends their lead. Brewer can't get that back up there, and he tries it again. This time it'll fall in. After the rebound there by Brewer, he'll pick up his own point, or own 2 points. And the Warriors get that right back. Here is Reynolds. Reynolds gets it over to Horace. Horace on the left wing, top of the key now for Weisinger. Weisinger, free throw line, comes in. Little fingertip roll falls.
It's like going straight down the bowling alley lane. Wide open now,
Sure
straight
was.
through the paint.
Collinsville up 35-28, 7-point lead for the Kahawks. Here is Bond. Bond, and offset free throw line, gives it up now toward the top of the key for Brown. One dribble, and Brown will give it up to Dowell. Dowell all the way back over by the scorer's table where Andrew Walker is waiting to check back in for the Warriors. They don't waste any time with substitutions, do these Warriors and Jared Moore. Here's a drive off the glass around the other side. Carnahan, he's a rebound machine tonight, Stanley Carnahan is. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds cuts across the logo. And a slingshot. Weisinger for three. That one's a little too strong. All of his three-point shots, besides the one that he made, have been a little too strong. Here is Dowell. Dowell kicks it all the way back out front now for Valentine. Valentine gives it up to Brown. Brown dribbles around Carnahan and high off the glass. Good for two for Mario Brown. And Granite City not going away. Once again, a 5-point lead.
And Granite City looking inside here. First couple baskets here to start the third quarter as they've been settling for outside shots throughout the first half.
Here is Reynolds. Reynolds all the way back near the logo. Gives it up now for Horace. Baseline shot for Nick. No, won't fall for him. Brewer is there with the rebound for Granite City. Here comes Bond. Bond gives it up, and a shot blocked out by Chambers. Collinsville comes back up the other way, and here is Reynolds, gets trapped underneath, throws a no-look pass to Horace, and now a timeout called by Coach Lee as he was afraid that ball was going to get taken away. So it's a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds as well. Back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
Back here at Granite City, 5:30 left to play here in quarter number 3, 35-30 in favor of Collinsville. Very nice timeout there by Coach Lee.
Yeah, I had all the timeouts still. It's not a bad spot to use the timeout, and you don't run the risk of losing the arrow as Kahawks get that inbounds play. Jamori busts away from everybody else and lays it in.
Weisinger piling up the points here, most of them from two-point land. Underneath, hard pass taken by Brown, and Brown now has 4 points here in this second half, and the lead once again back down to 5 for Collinsville. Here is Reynolds gets it over to Carnahan. Carnahan had a wide open chance there to shoot it. There is Reynolds once again. Reynolds, he'll take that shot that Carnahan didn't want to take. 2-point shot, nicely done there by Chase Reynolds.
Yeah, not the positive thing was that it was only a 2.
There's a 3-point shot, and that one rattles home for Walker.
Yeah, Walker's got a pretty shot. Saw it earlier. Knocks down the 3.
Lead back down to 4 now for Collinsville. Over to Horace in front of his bench. Top of the key now for Reynolds. Reynolds, a pass into the paint, and a foul going to be called probably against Brewer.
He does a good job of dropping the second man down in there on Chambers. It's almost like he's getting double teamed.
Brewer picks up his second foul. He's the only Warrior with 2 fouls. Chambers is the only Kahok with 2 fouls. Reynolds inbounds to Chambers in the paint. Chambers turns around, takes a shot, can't get it to fall. There's another rebound by Carnahan. He'll put it up, still can't get it to fall. And then another steal there, and then a reverse layup. And finally, it falls for Stanley Carnahan.
A little behind the back almost.
Yeah.
Now Granite City gets back quickly.
Valentine on the ground. He'll be fouled, and this one's going to be against Stanley Carnahan. Carnahan will pick up his first. And it was a shooting foul, and Valentine went 2 for 3 in the first half from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's got to do a better job of getting back there on defense.
Yeah, Granite City's quick, man, with that transition.
Yeah, they beat the Kahoks down there, and that led to the foul.
Valentine, his first shot, no good.
It was way off.
Yeah, it was. I could see when it left his hand. I said no, and while it was in midair because I knew it was going to be bad. One more shot coming up for Alvin Valentine, the 6'2 junior. At the free throw line. Valentine bends at the knees, takes the shot. That one's no good. But the rebound handled by Granite City all the way over in the corner. And they kick it back out. Another three-pointer from Walker coming up. That one's good.
Well, that hurts.
It sure does.
They missed the 2 free throws. You got to get the rebound and let Granite City get the offensive board. And another nice shot by Walker.
Collinsville now only up by 3. Here is Reynolds. He'll fire it over to Carnahan. Carnahan on the left wing, top of the key. Weisinger will kick it outside. 3-point shot coming from Nick Horace. That one's a little short. Skips across the rim, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. Granite City trying to either get within a point or tie this thing up. They'll kick it back outside to Walker. Walker all the way back out to the midcourt stripe. 3.5 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. They'll give the ball up now to Dowell. Dowell deep out over on the left wing. He's directing some traffic. Brewer comes and sneaks up behind Horace. Dowell looks around. And will fire a 3 himself, and that one's good. We're tied.
Back-to-back threes for Granite. And now they've tied this here late here in the third quarter.
41-41. Here is Chase Reynolds. And it's not like he gave him a lot of room to shoot that 3. Just a little bit of space, and he took it. Weisinger thought about the 3. Underneath, Carnahan has it blocked by Brewer. Rebound, that belongs to Granite City. They bring it up. Here is Valentine, kicking it up outside, giving it up to Brown. Brown out front now for Walker. Walker all the way over to Dowell, deep out once again on that left wing. Just hit a 3-pointer from there, so watch him closely. Weisinger is. And a little bit of a pick there, and flying in, shot good. Granite City, they take the lead.
Wow, a little 8-0 run here. Missed the 2 free throws, couldn't clean up the board, and Granite City goes on a run, takes the first lead of the game.
Another 30-second timeout coming up here for Collinsville, so we'll step aside for 30 seconds as well. And we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Back here at Granite City, Warriors have taken a 43-41 lead. 2:19 left to play here in quarter number 3. And Collinsville has Granite City right back into this thing on a little bit of a run. 3-point shot for Weisinger. That one's good.
There you go. Yeah, he got a real good look at that one there. Wide open, plenty of time to set himself, and Weisinger knocks down 3, gives the Cavs lead right back.
Collinsville goes back up by 1. Granite City with the ball. Here is Walker. Walker at the top of the key. Hands the ball off now to Brown. Brown thought about going back to midcourt and Dowell, but Brown drives the lane instead. Can't get the friendly roll, but he'll pick up the rebound anyway. He'll kick it back outside for Dowell. Dowell directs traffic. Sends a player over into the corner. He's in front of the scorer's bench is Dowell. Dowell trying to drive past Weisinger. Weisinger with him every step. 1:25 to go. 5-second violation.
Exactly what you said. He was with him every step.
Yep.
Didn't shake him, and that's the violation. 5 seconds.
So Granite City turns the ball over for the 6th time. Collinsville will try to capitalize on that turnover. Into the backcourt it goes to Reynolds. We're down to 1:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Chase. Chase all the way over onto the right side. Bounces it, and in between the legs there of Horace. Luckily, Horace was able to get that back to Chambers. Chambers just outside the paint. Gives it up. Wilkinson reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it back up. Here is Brown. Brown gets the ball up to Walker. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 3. 1-point game belongs to Collinsville. 44-43. Here is a dribble drive and off the side of the backboard, but that's because Wilkinson kind of pushed Walker from behind, and Evan will pick up his second foul.
They didn't need to pursue him that much. Shot might have got blocked away.
At the free throw line is Milton Dowell. He went 1 for 2 in the first half from the charity stripe, as Jaden Moore waits to check back in for Granite City. Dowell misses the first one.
That was short end off to the side, but it almost got a nice roll.
Almost did. So Dowell now with 1 shot left, trying to tie it up. Second shot, good. We're tied. So Collinsville brings it back up, looking to break this tie. Here is Weisinger, gets the ball over to Reynolds. Reynolds near this near sideline over on the left side, bounces it onto the left wing now for Horace. Horace into Chambers, and he gets pushed from behind. That one's going to go against the newly inserted Jaden Moore. That'll be his second. Each team now with 2 fouls here in this third quarter, but with only 40 seconds left, neither team in jeopardy of sending the other to the line. Inbound pass will be handled by Horace.
They're basically double teaming Chambers, and they know they can afford to be a
little pushy,
a little aggressive. And then here's
Weisinger for 3. Good! And a foul!
Dowell wanted to travel, I guess, but it seemed like it was just a catch and shoot. And he basically clotheslined him there, and Maury with a big clutch 3.
That is the first foul against Milton Dowell. Weisinger back to the free throw line. He went 1 of 1 in the first half on the tail end of a 2-point play. Jamori now with 3 3-point shots made here tonight.
Got 2 in this quarter.
Yep. And that one's no good. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it back up quickly. Here's Brown, baseline, no good. But there to pick up the loose ball was Jaden Moore.
It was just Johnny on the spot there. The ball fell into his hands.
Yep.
Good for the Kahawks to just hold this for the last shot as we go under 20 seconds.
47-46 is our score. 1-point lead for Collinsville. 10 seconds to play. Weisinger all the way out at midcourt, and a foul will belong to Milton Dowell. 7.4 seconds to go.
Had a foul to give.
Yep, they're up to 4 now, so one more. Collinsville will go to the line, but the chances of that happening in 7.4 seconds pretty slim. Carnahan, he'll go to the bench. Wilkinson will come in, and Chase Reynolds will inbound in front of the student body cheering section for Granite City. Into Chambers, just outside the paint. He'll turn around, and another foul. This one's going to be handed out to Jaden Moore, and there's that 5th foul. Didn't think it was going to happen, but there it is.
And they call it on the floor. Kahok's want the shot to count, but that's not going to happen, but Zach will still go to the line.
3rd foul by Moore. Zach Chambers to the free throw line, went 2 of 2 in the first half. 5.6 seconds to play. Collinsville leads by 1. Free throws are so important. Chambers can't get the first one to fall. Hit the front of the rim, rolled across it, hit the glass, and came back out. Quincy's only up by 1 point in that game over Alton.
Oh, it changes. Handed it to you. They were down 1.
Yeah. Zach Chambers made the second one. Collinsville goes back up by 2. Granite City trying to bring the ball down quick. Over into the corner, 3-point shot, and that one's no good at the buzzer. And that is the way that the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Collinsville up by 2, 48-46. We take a timeout. Quarter number 4 is what we have coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
And once again, we welcome you back to Granite City. We've reached the 4th quarter. Collinsville has a 2-point lead. Granite City outscoring Collinsville in that 3rd quarter, 20-17. And Chris Keller, I don't know if you remember last time that we were here. Each team scored 31 points in the 4th quarter of that game we did earlier.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a real wild 3rd quarter. Both teams shot it well, especially Granite City knocking down all these threes here. Man, what are we in store here for the 4th quarter here tonight?
48-46, Collinsville up by 2. Here is Horace into the corner for Weisinger, just outside the lane now for Chambers. Turns around over Brewer, takes the shot, it rolls across the rim, and the rebound belongs to Granite City.
Those were falling for him earlier.
Bring it back up quickly. Here is Dowell, sends the ball over to Brown. Brown hands the ball back over to Dowell. Dowell in front of the scorer's bench, being watched closely by Weisinger. Cuts across the free throw line, at the free throw line, takes a shot, good for 2.
That's a good shot by Dowell, knocked it down, ties this up.
48-48, just underway here in this 4th quarter. Here is Weisinger, gives it up now for Reynolds. Reynolds trying not to fall across the line.
Oh, wow.
Nice job getting it over to Nick Horace before he did. Now Reynolds gets the ball back, brings it over onto the left wing for Wilkinson. Wilkinson, top of the key for Weisinger. Weisinger drives, cuts the Red Sea in half, and off the glass for 2 for Jamori.
That opened up for him earlier, just drive straight down the middle of the paint. Lays it in.
Jamori with 26 points here in this game. Nice little steal there by Chambers. Here's Wilkinson into the corner, gets it back out now to Chambers. Outside, Wilkinson for 3. No good, a little too strong. And then a foul. I don't know if they're going to hand it off to Wilkinson or they're going to give it to Walker. No, they're going to give it to Walker.
I couldn't be mad at that at Granite City. That was almost a good solid box out, and Horace does get the call. We'll take it.
Tight game. Each team with 4 timeouts left, so I would imagine each team's going to be using them here pretty soon. Here's an inbound pass, Weisinger. He is good for 2 more, and Collinsville extends the lead back out to 4.
Canucks have carved up Granite City on some of those inbound plays underneath. They've been pretty successful, and that's another one.
Here's Dowell.
You stop here.
Dowell on the left wing will launch a three from there. That one's going to miss the mark. Rebound belongs to Zach Chambers. Chambers and company bring it back up. Here is Horace. Gets it over to Reynolds. Into the corner now for Weisinger. Weisinger drives baseline. Does that little head fake. And I think that fooled the referee into calling a foul against Mario Brown.
Well, Brown probably grabbed him. They're down there on the opposite end. Got blocked out a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Brown had grabbed him. And Granite City will call timeout.
Well, a timeout. 2 fouls already for Granite City here in this fourth quarter. It is a 60-second timeout, so we'll step aside for 60 seconds as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Josh Roseman back with you from Granite City. 4-point lead for the Kahawks, 52-48, 6:16 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And we've got a tight one.
Yeah, we definitely do. A big possession here for the Kahawks. Extend this out past 4. Why is Valentine goes over the ref like, okay, hand me the ball. And the referee says, no, go away.
Inbound pass comes into Horace.
Oh, that was Brown.
Horace.
Same guy.
All the way out front now to Weisinger, and now back to Horace at the midcourt logo. As we approach 6 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Over to Reynolds, back over to Horace.
Yep,
Horace.
Spreading it out here.
Yeah, they are. Now Reynolds moves it up to the top of the key. Bounces a pass over back toward the logo for Weisinger. Weisinger with 28 points in this game. He'll dribble, and he'll give the ball up. He was grabbed, but no call.
Might be his high points game of the season.
Might be. Jamori, he'll dribble. He'll drive into the paint. Can't get the shot to fall all the way through, though, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. They'll square up for a three-point shot, and that one is good off of the hands of Milton Dowell.
Dowell's clutch, man. He's got 20 points. He's knocked down some big shots there, and the Cavs now got to rethink this as they were just trying to spread it out, work the clock here, and that shot changes everything.
1 point game. Here is Reynolds. Reynolds will work his way over to the top of the key, back over to the other side, and a 5-second violation to Reynolds.
Saw that one earlier, and Jamori on his defense, and now Reynolds just couldn't get going there. And he's a little baffled by that.
I don't understand how you can run back and forth dribbling the ball and be called for a 5-second violation, but you can stand there and dribble it as much as you want to. Just doesn't make any sense to me.
Just didn't get up the court at all. He kind of was going parallel. So many feet or something you got to get up before they call it off.
Walker directing traffic, gives it up to Brown. Brown back out to Walker. Walker in front of his own bench, gets it back from Dowell. And a bounce pass back to Dowell. And a bounce pass back to Walker.
Big possession here for Granite City.
Yeah, they are directing some traffic out there is Walker. Now over to Dowell for another three-point shot. That one's way off, and that's out of bounds.
Brown tried to save it or knock it off of Wilkinson.
Yeah, went right past Wilkinson, right under his arm.
Luckily, yeah, Evan stayed small and didn't have it go off of him.
He was trying to block his player out not to get to the ball, but that didn't work. Here is Horace being followed at the hip by Valentine. Now Horace all the way over at the free throw line, gives it up for Wilkinson, who gives it back to Reynolds, who gives it back to Horace. 4:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter, and a foul to Alvin Valentine will be the third foul here in this fourth quarter for Granite City. His second, team third. Reynolds will inbound, and again in front of hostile territory, in front of the Warriors student body cheering section. And out to Weisinger at midcourt. Weisinger. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson stands in front of Coach Lee, just outside to Chambers. Chambers looking for some room to move. Can't find any. Ends up getting knocked down. Granite City comes away with the ball. Here is Brown into the paint. Takes the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound on the ground. And now we're going to have a foul called. And it's going to be a kicked ball. Collinsville's going to get it back.
Either way, he's falling with it or he kind of kicked it as he slid by it. Tough call to have not go your way by Granite City.
3:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And I got to do a little housekeeping here underneath the basket.
Players falling to the ground. Lean up a little bit.
Each team has 3 timeouts left. Bounce pass comes into Nick Horst. Got a little shove from behind. Gets it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will back up, slow it down a bit, gives it up to Horst. Onto the wing, and inside now to Chambers. Chambers trying to dribble his way into the paint. Not a lot of room there with Brewer all over his back. And now Reynolds with a shot. No good. Chambers with the rebound and kicks it back outside. Over to Weisinger. Weisinger, head fake, moves, and then a blocking foul going to go against Granite City. That'll be their 4th. So the next one will put Collinsville to the line for the rest of this fourth quarter. That's the 3rd foul against Alvin Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine slid right in front of Jamori. As that go against him.
Collinsville still up by 1.
Collins has got some good plays here out of inbound the ball underneath.
Reynolds looking for the inbound, does so to Chambers. Chambers into the paint, and another foul coming up. It's free throw time. This one looks like it's going to go against Evan Brewer.
Brewer one-on-one with Zach, and Zach nearly shook him and got around him, and the ball did go in, but it didn't count.
Brewer will pick up his 3rd. Zach Chambers to the free throw line. 1 for 2 here in this second half from the charity stripe.
Coach huddling up the guys there that's not shooting. A little pep talk here, Zach.
Oh,
this is that.
Got to start making these, man. If you're going to have the rest of this quarter at the free throw line, you've got to hit.
Getting late in the game, all free throws are crucial.
Why wouldn't you send your guys up there for a possible rebound if he misses this one?
Well, you don't really have a rebounding crew out there. Stanley ain't out there. We just want the guys get back here and play some defense.
And Chambers hits the second one. So Collinsville goes back up by 2. We are down to 3:20 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Bond for Granite City. Bond dribbles it over here under the near wing, bounces a pass over to Dowell. Dowell back to Bond. Bond deep out near the midcourt stripe. Bounce pass into the paint, turned it over. Chambers finds the loose ball. 10th turnover for Granite City. Gives it to Weisinger. Oh no! Collinsville turns the ball right back over. Nick was starting to run with it beforehand. Now the ball's on the ground again, and we're going to have a timeout called by Granite City.
As Brown cleaned up the ball there, got it through 3 Kahawks. Granite City called timeout.
It is a full timeout, so we will step aside for 60 seconds, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Back here at Granite City, 53-51, Collinsville with a 2-point lead at Edwardsville. Alton trying to pull off a big upset. 47-46. The Redbirds lead by 1 over Quincy with 25 seconds left to go in that contest. Or maybe not, but in the fourth quarter anyway. All right. Get back to action here. Granite City with the inbound, and it's picked off. Here is Weisinger. He'll take it all alone, and he'll make sure that one goes in.
Make sure that goes in.
After making a couple of missed dunks in the last couple of weeks here by Collinsville, he wanted to make sure that one wasn't going to fall out.
30 points on the night now for Jamori.
Yeah. Takes the ball over to Dowell. Granite City with the ball back. Collinsville up by 4. Costly turnover there by Granite City. Here is Dowell again. Dowell bounces the ball over to Walker. Back out to Dowell. Thought about that 3 from almost midcourt. Instead gives it up to Brown. He'll launch a 3-point shot. That one's no good. And the rebound handled by Granite City.
Could have been a travel as he fell to the ground there.
Yep.
Ooh.
And then from the free throw line, Brewer will hit for 2.
Brewer's got 8.
Back to a 2-point game, and we have 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Nick Horace. Horace dribbles with the left hand, spins in the paint, kicks it all the way back out now, and they'll give it back to Horace, and Horace will park himself in the midcourt circle. Gives it over to Weisinger on the near side. Back over to Horace. Horace, 1:45 to play here in this fourth quarter. Gives it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson to Reynolds, and now to Chambers. Chambers back out and telegraphed that pass. Gives it right back.
I think Dow had stepped on the line. The ref just missed it because it was kind of in front of him.
And now a foul will be handed out to Andrew Walker, and Jamori Weisinger will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That was a little crazy situation there.
Sure
Dow
was.
Got the ball, and as soon as he got it, his foot stepped right on the line, but the ref missed it because it was kind of underneath him. The ball got flipped right back to Zach.
Yeah, that was a real quick exchange of turnovers.
Wow.
Weisinger at the free throw line is 1 for 2 tonight.
Got 30 points. Made 2 big free throws Friday night.
And good.
Get Stanley back in here, and Evan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in there in a while.
But you need rebounding now. He's rebounding machine.
Weisinger with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. 56-53. Jamori at the free throw line, final of 2 shots, and he'll make that one as well. So Collinsville, 2-possession contest, 56-53. Granite City, they bring the ball up. Here is Walker, and another timeout called by Granite City. So we'll step aside here as well, and this one's also a full timeout, so 60 seconds coming your way. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, and Josh Roseman with you. Collinsville with a 4-point lead, 57-53. And we have 1:23 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And at Edwardsville, Quincy has a 1-point lead now with, 1 second to go?
They won. Quincy won 48-47.
Quincy wins by 1, 48-47. They avoided the upset. Alton was all over them.
Yep.
Back here is Brown. Brown out front now for Walker. Walker directing traffic once again. Gives it back up. And another timeout going to be called by Granite City. Back-to-back timeouts by the Warriors. So we have another break coming up as soon as we figure out how much they have left. And it is a 30-second timeout. So we'll be back in just 30 seconds here on the Kahok Sports Network.
CUSD 10 residents have an opportunity to improve our schools without increasing the property tax rate by voting yes on March 19th. The Zero Rate Change Ballot Initiative will provide funds to improve school safety and security, upgrade heating and cooling equipment, and make facilities more accessible to disabled students, staff, and visitors. For more information, visit yesforsaferschools.org. This message was brought to you by the Citizens for Safer Schools. Vote yes for the Unit 10 ballot initiative.
Once again, welcome back to Granite City High School. Todd Duke, Chris Keller, Josh Roseman with you. 1:09 to play here in this fourth quarter. 57-53, Collinsville up by 4. It shows 0, yep. I think that was their last one.
Wow, that's an interesting spot to use your last timeout.
Yeah,
if that's
back-to-back timeouts.
But they know it's a key possession here, but Chaos can get a stop here. Be big.
Here's Bond at the top of the key, and then back outside it goes to Dowell. Dowell back over to Brown. Brown almost lost the ball, but Dowell found it anyway. We're under a minute to go, and they'll kick it outside for Bond for 3. That one's short, and nice job there, throwing it off of Chambers' body and out of bounds off of him.
Shot missed everything, happened to find Brown's hand.
Yeah.
He's about to fall out of bounds and does have enough to gather himself to throw it off of Zach.
I can't believe he stayed in bounds. While he had that ball in his hands, I thought he stepped on the line.
Yeah, he had to do it very quickly.
And the inbound pass comes in, finds Dowell. Dowell will kick it back out now for Valentine.
Harrison gets some fouls. They have no fouls this quarter.
Yeah. Valentine, top of the key, no good. Rebound belongs to Zach Chambers. Collinsville looking to bring it back up. They'll get the ball to Weisinger. Weisinger with a little head fake, being chased in the backcourt by a couple of different Warriors. And somebody's wide open. That would be Reynolds off the glass, good for 2.
Good ball movement there by the Cayoks. Putting them up 6 here as we've got 25 seconds to go.
There's a 3-point shot from the corner, no good.
Rebound. Get that
and
rebound.
The rebound belongs to Carnahan. And then a foul will be dished out by Brown. And Weisinger is the recipient of that foul. He'll head back to the free throw line.
Weisinger, 32 points
on
the night. This has got to be his career high. Sometimes he's not all threes, people. He can do other stuff. He did set the season record for threes in a season, but he can do a heck of a lot more here as Granite City's got to put 2 guys on the line here before we can shoot these free throws.
Yeah, they got a hurt player down here at this end. That's Alvin Valentine sitting with his feet in bounds.
Yeah, and they only got 4 other guys on the court here, so they'll get him up here shortly. So I can't proceed until we get the injured player off. I didn't see him, but he's right underneath our nose here.
Well, he's favoring that left leg. I'm wondering if it's just a cramp.
Very well could be. We're late here in this game, and, you know, even the best guys hydrating all day at school today. You know, it's a tough game.
Damani Walker, the 6-foot senior, will check into the game for the first time in this contest.
Somebody else has to be out here for Granite City. There you go.
And at the free throw line, Weisinger just hit a very important 2. He is now 3 of 4 from the free throw line here in this contest. 19.1 seconds to play. Collinsville up by 6, make it 7. That's big because that's now a 3-possession contest.
3 possession. The Granite City has no timeouts.
Yep.
So
no fouls to give. Weisinger, good on both.
There you go.
34 points for Jamori Weisinger here tonight. Here's Granite City. They'll launch a big-time 3-point shot. No good. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. And that's going to pretty much do it. Collinsville will win this one here tonight. Jamori Weisinger with 34 points. 20 of those came here in the second half. 61-53, your final score in favor of Collinsville. And the Kahawks will return here on Friday night for a regional championship game against the winner of the next game, which is between Belleville East and Belleville West. We transition now to the post-game show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. 410 Regency Center is where they are located, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks win 61-53. Postgame show comes your way next on the Kahawks Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk Family. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the K-Hawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the K-Hawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the K-Hawk Sports Network and KHawkSports.com. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 797-6100. Petroff Trunking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back to Granite City and back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Collinsville wins here tonight 61-53, and joining us now, Collinsville assistant coach Eric Anderson. Congratulations, sir. That's tough.
Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it.
And this time of year, there's nothing easy about the playoffs, especially when you're still playing the teams from our area. Granite City not in the conference anymore, but they used to be. So it's tough this time of year.
Absolutely. And this game went exactly how we thought it would. I mean, it's not easy in the postseason. We got Granite City on their home floor. We knew they were going to come out with everything they had, and they made some shots, and they made it tough on us. So we're very fortunate to come out with a win.
All right, let's talk about first Jamori Weisinger. 34 points tonight, man. He didn't take a lot of threes. I like it when Jamori drives the lane or drives the baseline and scores.
Yeah, and it's something we've talked about. He knows we're just not going to get a lot of good looks. He's going to have better shot selection, and tonight he came out aggressive, and he had more of a scorer's mentality instead of a shooter's mentality, and if they took away the three and they got up on him, he's lightning quick.
Yeah.
I mean, he really can get to the basket. Then it's just about making good decisions, making the pass, or getting up and finishing around the rim. And tonight he did an excellent job. And that he really came up big for us.
And let's not forget about Stanley Carnahan. He was a rebound machine in this game, especially early on.
Yeah, and we knew his matchup. He was going to have a size advantage all night, and that's his job. And he's embraced it. I mean, he keeps balls alive and comes down with some offensive rebounds. And I mean, he really helped us a lot tonight. And had a couple buckets. So yeah, he stepped up and played well too.
What does this do for the confidence of your team? I know things have been a little down the last week or so of the regular season with the loss to Edwardsville and then the 1-point win that you guys barely got Friday night at Alton. So what does this do for the confidence of your guys?
No, I think it's a boost. I mean, you always want to play well, and it's hard to go 31 games during the regular season and play every game the best you can. I mean, you're going to have off nights, on shooting, and you hopefully not on the defensive end, but sometimes it happens. I mean, sometimes you just don't play well at all. And, I don't think we played awful, but there's been stretches in games where we absolutely could play a lot better. So, and when you're playing quality competition, there's no nights off. I was very proud tonight. We came out, I think we scored on our first 4 or 5 possessions. Yeah. I mean, we were executing, and then it was like boom, boom, boom. They hit 3 threes, and it's just like, took the air out of our sails a little bit, but I was proud of our guys to show some poise on the floor tonight when they made that big run. The crowd got into it, and we kept our composure, and we weathered the storm, and we came up with some big rebounds when we needed them.
Yeah, I don't know why the IHSA did this Wednesday-Friday thing, but that's a quick turnaround for you guys. So what's going to be the point of emphasis for Thursday's practice?
We're going to go light, a lot of dummying offense. At this point, fresh legs are as important as anything. We can't wear these guys out, and a lot of these guys played a lot of major minutes tonight. So, yeah, we're just going to we'll watch a lot of film. We've started a little bit, we know the teams we're going to play. You have an idea what they do already, so we're going to try to take away some of the things that they do and refresh guys' memories because they've gone through it a couple times already, whether it's Belleville East or Belleville West. So, yeah, and just kind of go light, probably watch a little film, and then get ready to go Friday.
I guess you wouldn't give me an answer if I asked you to pick who wins this next game, huh?
You know what? It's at this point,
Hey, Belleville West has turned it on here late.
And anybody can beat anybody. We've said that all year long in our conference and around this area. I mean, it's just a matter of who brings it when, So it'll be interesting. It'll be a good game.
All right. Thanks for the visit, Coach. We'll see you Friday.
All right, Todd. Appreciate it.
All right. That is Eric Anderson, the assistant coach to Darren Lee on this varsity team that just won here tonight by a final score of 61-53. Here's a rundown of your stats. Leading scorer in this one, obviously, was Jamari Weisinger with the big 34 points. Zach Chambers had 12, the only other Kahok into double digits. Chase Reynolds with 6 points. Stanley Carnahan had 4, 2 apiece for Evan Wilkinson and Nick Horace, and Solomon Talbot had that 1 point. Leading scorer for Granite City, 20 points for Milton Dowell. He was the only Warrior into double digits. Close was Mario Brown with 9, and Evan Brewer and Andrew Walker each had 8 points, 4 points apiece for Jaden Moore and Alvin Valentine. Collinsville won the battle of the boards, out-rebounding Granite City 25-23. Collinsville turned the ball over 8 times, and Granite City turned the ball over 12 times. From the lines, Collinsville hit 3 of 9 from three-point land, while Granite City hit 7 of 16. And from the free throw line, Collinsville did pretty good work from there, 10 of 14 from the charity stripe, while Granite City hit 4 of 8. Chris Kettler joins us once again. That was a nice win, good statement win, and I was talking to Coach Anderson, a good confidence booster for his Kahawks.
Yeah, it was, last couple games here, playing without one guy. It's not easy in any of these games. So Kahawks hadn't been shooting the ball well, and they found another way to do it. You don't have to always depend on threes. And Jamori did it a whole nother way today as he gets a career high. Looks like quickly he had 25 a couple times earlier this year, and he looks like he had a 27 last year, so a career high.
Yeah, that's nice of him, and he only got 2 3-pointers. Didn't take a lot of three-point shots. Neither did Collinsville. He only took 9 the whole game, but Jamori did most of his damage driving to the basket, either from the lane or from the baseline.
Yeah, a couple times they just led the paint wide open underneath, and he did a good job of running the baseline there early in the game, really set that tone there as he was just able to drive past their guys, and Granite City had to be aggressive and try to foul, and Collinsville got to go to the line a few times and knock down enough free throws.
All right, I know you're not afraid to be whatever. You're not afraid to pick out who's going to win this next game. You have any ideas? Belleville East, Belleville West? I mean, West has come on strong lately, and East is East.
East is East. They knew their team wasn't going to be built around 1 or 2 guys, so they can get some balance here, and they beat Collinsville down there. When West, I think, just has a lot of talent here and a lot of height, but they've kind of underachieved and came around late, and they beat East on the road last week, so it's very much a 50-50. You want me to make a pick or not?
Well, you can if you want.
Sure, I'll pick East, but I wouldn't be surprised that any of these results here for these 4 subsectional games, like we said, Quincy had to win on the last second shot, and the Edwardsville Fallon game could go either way. This little bracket of 8 teams is a tough half bracket.
A lot of fun this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not technically March, but it is the Illinois March Madness now.
It is madness, that's for sure. All right, thanks, man. We'll see you Friday.
All right, sir.
That is Chris Kettler. My name is Todd Duke. A big thank you to Kettler and Mr. Josh Roseman for running the camera. Another big thank you to Darren Lee joining us on the pregame show, and to Coach Anderson joining us on the postgame show. Final score, Collinsville wins 61-53, and until Friday night, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.